Hello YouTube, back for another video. Same shirt, same hat, just did a Festly. Thought I was going to do this one. This is a bunch of stuff that I ordered on Black Friday from Temu. And we're going to check it out, see what we got, see the conditions, see if it's any good. Handy dandy opener. Got a great big box here. Alright. Got one of these lights that it's kind of an arc light. I thought that looked very interesting. I know working back here in the shop, sometimes this might come in handy. Might come in handy for shooting some videos too. It's a torn up box. Imagine that. Torn up box for Temu. Alright, we have a light. A couple of feet for it. There we go, see? It's a little LED light. It goes in an arch here, and so you can put it in your workspace. Let's just put it together real quick. This doesn't require a lot. Let's see here. Jumping in without instructions, being a risk taker today. Put some of that out of there. Whoa! It is plastic. It's a very lightweight plastic, so hopefully it'll endure me. I'm rough on equipment sometimes. I get in a hurry. Things start flying around. There we go. Pop. It's in. USB connector. Let's see if it'll reach our... that's one thing we need to do. I might make one. We need a USB extension cord. You know, it's hard to always have a USB port right next to you. And especially like if I'm working in the shop, I don't want a laptop out there, or have to have a short cord trying to plug into a USB outlet that I've got hanging on the wall or something. It'd be nice to be able to have a USB extension cord. See here, there's no remote control with this. I don't know if it's supposed to have one or not. Let's see here. Let's see, we have a half moon light's what they call it. Got the model number. It's black. Also comes in white and pink. Looks like just a bunch of model numbers and code stuff. Instructions, every language and English. Here we go. Okay, it's just like I did. Click the feet on, straighten the cord out, plug it up, and she's ready to go. Alright, let's find out. I got all my cameras on a little power block, and it has USB connections on it. But I do not know if this will reach. I will have to step off camera here for a second. Try to check it out. Oh, let's see here. And it's plugged up. Coming back. Hey, we got camera 2 is a better view. I can't reach the button. Hey, there's white. I guess it's just white. But that's good. Check it out. Camera 2's got real good. Camera 1. There we go. Just a little half moon light. You set it down and get some better lighting for working on things. Or I thought it would come in handy. It might work as I thought it was going to be RGB, so you could go through all the colors. That's what it shows on the front. I wonder if you hold this down. No. It does not adjust. Alright, we'll go with that as is. Give me just a second. I'll step off camera and unplug this thing. And we're back. FedEx guy just arrived. Did some more delivering. And these boxes look like they're in a lot better shape. Our half moon light, or crescent light. This will come in handy. Let's set it back here for a second. Get her out of the way. Box it down there. Besides that, we got a couple of other little LED lights. Oh, that one's smashed. Keep our fingers crossed. These are all Black Friday deals. And, it looks alright. We got two of these. They're kind of artsy looking. Kind of looks like a flame. They're LEDs. They're supposed to be, yeah, this one has different colors on it. The remote control has the different colors on it. Or you have more control over the power of this one. I don't know if these are supposed to come off on the ends or not. Well, they feel like they're stuck, so we'll just leave them there. Instructions, which I normally read, but this looks pretty straightforward. Famous last words, right? So let's undo this cord. We've got two of these. Thought they would help. Stepping off camera. Just a second. Plug this up. I am going to engineer something so I don't have to step off camera to do these things. Alright. So our little light here. There's the power switch. Hey, we got rainbow colors going on. What do you know? Alright, let's feed through these here. Alright, got like a little slow motion light. Fading in and out. That's pretty cool. Solid red, goes through all the colors. That's another slow rotation of colors. I don't know how this is going to look on video. There's another one, just kind of strop. Plus. I am not sure how this remote works other than the power on and off, so I don't know if these lights will fade in and out all the time. But I guess that's something I need to do. Read the instructions. But we got two of these. Let's make sure they both work. Thought they would be good for lighting in the background if nothing else. But if they change colors like that, I'm not sure how well they'll do for that. Let's unplug this. Alright. Step off camera one more time. Let's make sure this one works also. This one had a box that wasn't crushed. And power. Yeah, baby, they're both working. Check them out. Woohoo! There's some little flame mood lighting going on here. Alright, I will read the instructions and learn how to work these things. And hopefully we'll have some cool lighting before long. There we go. Now they're both going on different colors. Alright. Lights. These are pretty cool. Pretty cool. None of this is a sponsored video. None of it's sponsored. These are just some Black Friday deals I saw and I grabbed. Unplug those. Pull them back here, put them together. I think you got the Crescent Moon one for maybe $6 or $7. I think these are like $5 each on a Black Friday deal. I'll have to pull it back up and look, but it's in the ballpark. I mean, the price is definitely worth it. They're nice little lights. They're LED. They'll probably last forever unless I break the cord. Then we'll get those soldering iron out and see if we can fix them. Sometimes they're fixable, sometimes they're not. But at that price, as long as they work for a few months, I'll be happy. We might have some better lighting for our videos. Our shop lights are working pretty good right now. Got another video to put out. soon where I put a air purification system in the shop. So we're working with wooden saws and things that the vacuum system doesn't pick up. Then hopefully the huge hanging filter will filter the rest of the air out. Alright, we got those done. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh man, this one's packed full. Alright. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not. I'm really not a guitarist, I'm a drummer. I play a lot of instruments like every Southern boy. My guitar is more like playing the cowboy chords. And I'm learning how to play lead, slowly but surely. I think it'd been better if I'd tried when I was in my 20s versus now when I'm closer to 60. Okay, buddy. Anyway, we got a cowbell. For my drums. This is a great deal. It's about $9. Things are about $25 if you get the Latin percussion ones or whatever. That's going to be great. I used to have a lot of percussion stuff to go with my drums. My drums got stolen a few years back. I finally recovered them, but didn't recover the hardware, didn't recover the cymbals. So Goodwill has been very nice to me. I've been able to replace all my cymbals through Goodwill for a fraction of the price. So now I'm working on my percussion stuff, my cowbells, my wood blocks. And luckily, Temu sells a lot of that stuff. And they sell it at a great price. So I've been able to get those. Got a little truss rod tool from Temu. I think it was $1.30. This is going to come handy. You'll have to use that little bitty stick anymore. We can use this and feel a little more professional. I might stain that handle, make it look better. What else do we have? Kind of like Christmas on camera. There we go. It's another Black Friday deal. For working on the neck, a little neck cradle. It's a block of wood with the cork board in it. Got it again on a Black Friday sale. I think I paid maybe $10 for it, $8, something like that. If you don't shop Black Friday deals the whole week before Black Friday on Temu, you're missing out. Man, I wait for it every year. Great deal, great deal. These are, I've been waiting on these. Been waiting on these. We should have two more in here. Yes. These I got really at a great deal because these things run. If you go to StewMac, you're talking close to $100 for each one of them. The regular price on these isn't too bad. I think it's like $20 or so, but they had them on a Black Friday deal. I think it's $12. But these are clamps, so you can go on the inside of an acoustic guitar, and you can brace it in the back, and you can brace it in the rear. This is for replacing bridges and repairing bridges. We've got a video that'll come up sometime this year or next year soon, and I bought an old Ventura 12-string. And it had a pickup system in it that mounts back by the bridge inside the guitar, and then the rear strap nut is where you plug into the system, and then you control it all with your amplifier. There's no small little box on the guitar. It just plugs into the amp and you control everything there. But when they took it out of that guitar, that's another guitar I got for a great deal. I'll go into that more when I do that video. But these are going to help repair that bridge, and I've got a new pickup system to go in there. It's just when they pulled it out, it looks like they just stuck a screwdriver. It feels like they just stuck a screwdriver up there and broke them off that rear piece of wood instead of going in there like they should with some type of heated instrument, or at least like some type of putty knife, and kind of scrape them off. You know, they just broke them out. So the guitar looks great from the outside. It's a 12 string. So hopefully on the inside we can make that repair and put that pickup back on there, and it'll all sound good. These are going to be instrumental in making that happen. Another couple of tools I got to help with that same project in here, and they'll help with a number of projects actually, but here they are right here. I don't know what they call them, but these things at Stu Mac were uber expensive also. They're little expandable platforms where you unscrew the bottom, unscrew the top, and you can wedge things on the inside of an acoustic guitar with these also. It's a nice little tool. I got 3 of these, thinking that, you know, maybe this will help supplement the little clamps here. You never know till you get in there to do a job what you're going to need. So better be prepared. And thank goodness for Temu. You know, some of these little tools like this, you know, $20, $30 a piece. It's crazy how much they want for them. And you know, once you do the investment, you may say, ah, it's worth it. Ah, it's not worth it. But seeing that if you took that to a luthier, or luthier, however you want to pronounce it, you know, he's going to charge you an arm and a leg to do that kind of work. It pays to buy the tools and try to do it yourself. With YouTube nowadays, there's no reason why you shouldn't try. Just go slow, pay attention, and I mean, any project is doable, I believe nowadays. Here I got some these were on a Black Friday deal too. I think they were like $1.50 each or something, but some little tuners. You can't see it there. Little black metal tuners, not plastic, but they're metal, and they have abalone shell on the end of them. Got a number of guitars here that have abalone on them, and comes with a little Allen wrench too. So that means these things are going to stay on your car pretty good. They don't just pop in on and off. Can you see that on the camera? Abalone shell. See that abalone shell? Little black. There we go. Little tuner knobs. Little tuner knobs. And I should have 4 of them. Yeah, I got 4 of them here. I've slowly bought a few of these here and there, and put them all together in one big bag here. And I got some. I think they got stars on one, and I've got these, and I've got a few others. I believe they're all black. I don't think I bought any chrome ones yet. But there we go. Tuner knobs. Okay, and here we have a leather punch. If you work with leather and you stitch leather, you know that when it comes to stitching, you can have a pair of, it's kind of like a pair of pliers that put in your holes to make stitching leather a lot easier than trying to use an awl and then stitching. That takes, some guys can do it quick. I like punching all my holes and then holding an awl in my hand just in case the holes aren't big enough. This is a little 6-hole punch that I can use with the arbor press back here. So I'll take a piece, just use my arbor press, pop all the holes in it, and be ready to go to the stitching pony and stitch that leather up. We will cover that eventually sometime. Make some guitar straps, some custom guitar straps or something like that. Something to do with music. And okay, here we go. We got some that's all ordered. Okay. Got some little sanding sticks. They're looks like little bamboo dowels that you would use for skewers or something. But on the end of them, they have sandpaper, and you can use them to sand with. There's all kinds. You know, if you're working on your guitar and you paint guitars or you do maintenance work on guitars, you know that these little things will be worth the weight in gold. The other end's cut on an angle too, which would be good for a little bit of light scrape, especially like if you're doing glue. Get that glue out with a little scrape, sand what's left, and then polish. I'm hoping these things. I've never had them before. I usually wind up using a 1/8 skewer stick or bamboo stick, and with some sandpaper wrapped around, try to get it in there and make it work right. These are going to be worth their weight in gold eventually, someday. I got some Dunlop picks, little blue ones on Temu. They said they're 1 millimeter or higher. Let's see what they are. Let's see if they are. Yeah. Let's cut the top off. Dump them out. Yeah. It's not bad. That's pretty stiff. Yeah. Boy, they're slick. I'm going to have to put the sandpaper to them, rough them up so they don't slide off my fingers. I'm trying to play. Those are slick picks, but they got a good press to them. They're thick enough. They're at least 1 millimeter. If not, they're pretty close. They're Dunlop picks. You've probably seen them in the music stores. Dunlop picks. Oh man. Phew. No, I can't pick them up. Throw them in the old pick box here. Not sponsored by Altoids either. But, hey, you're a guitarist, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, put them picks away. Let's see what else we got in this bag. Little rim mount for the cowbell. Just makes it easy to mount on the rim of the bass drum. I got a double bass kit. I got a jazz kit. I got a bunch of percussion I can put with either kit. I really like setting up my jazz kit with all the percussion stuff and some rototoms. And they're beautiful. They were a lot more beautiful before they get stolen. 1960s psychedelic red Ludwig. They were in mint condition. I've had them my whole life. Learned how to play on them. Went through my whole musical journey on those drums before I bought the Yamahas. Alright, we got some skull grommets. I bought these things to put on some guitar straps or something. They little skull heads, a single screw grommet. They're pretty cool looking. That's a good little size. They're not too heavy. They're metal. They're not plastic, so maybe they'll work. And looks like they rivet on instead of screwing on, but looks like it's got a, we'll see what happens when we get to it. Looks like rivets, but they've got a Phillips head and threads, so maybe we can screw these on. That'd be nice. That way you can, you know, take them on and off, change them out if you want to put a different type of grommet on your strap. Not a drug user, but these are some syringes for glue. Man, it is imperative that you have tools like this for repairs. All sizes of little syringes with all sizes of needles, and these are not sharpened, they're blunted on the end. I'll have to angle a few of them. I've got a Dean dime bag guitar back here, yeah, with flame motif on the front. We're going to have to repair. I got it on Facebook Marketplace, and the thing's wrong with it is it fell naturally in the head. Instead of cracking at the scarf joint where the big V goes out and you put all your tuners in, yeah, it's cracked up through there. So we're going to try gluing it and clamping it, see if that solves the problem. It probably will, hoping, because I can't break it open. I mean, it's cracked, but it's not a break. So I'll have to widen it actually to get the glue in there. That's why I wanted to get some tiny needles to get some glue down in there. So hopefully we can fix it before it becomes a catastrophic break, and then we have to really go into flicks and clamp and do all kinds of stuff. So anyway, that's another video coming up. And here we go. These are some pegs for the bottom, you know, hold your strings on an acoustic guitar, but they are a skull head. I got some of these here a while back, and I really like them. They're just cool looking, man. They're knocked my hat off. It's cold in the shop today, so got on a jacket. But yeah, you've probably seen these on Temu. These things work great, and I bought 2 sets of them to go on a 12 string. I bought a Fesley 12 string. So another Fesley that I bought with my money. Man, it's a sweet ass guitar. We're going to have to do a demo. We'll have to do a video on it sometime. I can't remember if I did the unboxing earlier. I've got so many videos that I haven't edited yet. We got to go back and figure out what I got. So, but anyway, these are sweet. These are sweet. I got 12 of them. I thought because it's a black guitar that would look cool. 12 was too much, so 6 and 6. They look great, but I ordered a few more because I got another acoustic, and I got a bass acoustic, and another bass acoustic, not the one we had a video on already. This is another one. We'll get to it eventually. And let's see what we got here. This video is probably getting pretty long. Hopefully, we'll get it all in one take here. And everything comes out right. This is the rest of the bridge tool. This is the rest of the bridge tool so that we can put pressure on the bridge, clamp it from the top. So you put your clamps on. Got little blocks here you can put underneath it so that you don't mar up your guitar. And here we go. This goes on top of the bridge. You screw these down on top of these little wood plates and you get good pressure. You put the clamps through the guitar and you clamp them in here so that you're getting good pressure. Some bridges have holes in them that you can run these screws through and you can tighten, and that pulls the bridge up, and then this pushes down and the clamps hold it all together, and the glue, you know, does the magic. And I'm not sure why they don't just put a couple of bolts in bridges. Some of the guitars put holes there so you can put this through and clamp it down. So I'm not sure why they don't put a bolt in there, you know, or some type of lag nut or something to make bridges, you know, I guess more reliable. I guess for centuries they've been gluing them, so I guess, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Anyway, that's going to be used in the future. Don't empty bag. And here. These are just some painter's plates, little triangles, little pyramids. When you're painting things, and I use all kinds of like little blocks of wood, the tops to spray paint cans. So here you go. These are little points. You put them on your table, and you can put things on top of it, and it's just a tiny, minuscule little point. If you spray something and you got to flip it over, you know, you can put these in areas that will be covered up or not too obvious, and it doesn't mar your paint up like you would if you know, use like the cap to spray paint. You know, you may have to sit there for, you know, 2 or 3 hours so you can flip it over, paint the other side. These, flip it over and go. Also keeps, you know, things up off the table for the main part, is so they don't stick to the paper or to the table when the paint, you know, dries. So anyway, I digress. Telling on myself all the mistakes I've made painting things and working on things. Anyway, fixing guitars isn't hard. Like I said, I've just made a huge amount of noise. Sorry about that. I'm a drummer, you know, like I said, and I've played guitars and other string instruments as hobbies my whole life, just having fun, you know, playing some bluegrass, playing some country with the friends. I am in Tennessee. So, if you can't tell by the accent, Southern boy. Southern boys play music. A lot of them do. At least back in our day. Nowadays, all the kids do is play games, and you got the PlayStation guitar, and I mean, they think they're amazing musicians, and they're not. Like, I don't want to get into it. I fear for music in the future. There's so few kids that are coming up that actually want to take the time to learn an instrument, much less like the guys my age. You know, we played multiple instruments because we didn't have games to sit and play on for 6, 8, 10 hours a day like some of these guys do. My son will play games all night sometimes on the weekends or holidays, and he's always been a big gamer. I've tried to get him into music, and my daughter she loves music, but you know, it takes dedication, and she's tried a few things. She's a ukulele player, don't doubt it. That's the first instrument I learned how to play. I think I was about 6 or 7 when I picked the ukulele up, and And by the time I was 10, they were ready to buy me a guitar. They're tired of hearing the ukulele all the time. It does kind of ring. But learning how to work on this stuff, it's just little things here and there. You know, you learn tricks. For me, being raised I was raised in a Pentecostal church, so I was always around musicians. And there's a lot of grand old opera musicians that I had the fortune to meet as I grew up, and didn't even know these guys had played the Opry or were backing musicians in Nashville. But man, they would come in for state conventions, and just the mandolins and banjos and the guitars, the basses and the big bull bass, and these guys were just unbelievable musicians. And as a kid, I just looked at them in awe. It's like, to have that kind of knowledge, if I was only older, to know how to appreciate the knowledge that I could have gained from those guys. I mean, I learned a little bit here and there. You know, they point out, hey son, you know, arch your fingers a little bit, you know, hold your pick like this, you know, get rid of that pick, use your fingers. And you know, you learn a little bit here and there from them. And I remember one time we were playing and I didn't know what's going on, and one of the guys said, he says, you know how to play guitar? I'm like, yes sir, I know chords. And he says, okay. And he handed me his guitar. It was just a real old, I think it was a Taylor guitar. And he pulled out his mandolin and he went at it, man. He was tearing that mandolin apart. And he'd look over at me and go, C, G, E, and D, telling me all the times I need to transition. And if I transition wrong, you go D, 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 D. Or you go A, 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 A. If I play the wrong chord. Meanwhile, he was just tearing this thing up like it would have taken 100% of my concentration to do what he was doing on that mandolin. And he was coaching me at the same time. I mean, just good old timers, good hearts, good music, and happy times, good memories. But anyway, I've talked long enough. I hope y'all enjoyed this little unboxing video of junk that I bought on Black Friday. And have a good day.